Can I talk to you just for a minute about how entrepreneurship redefined your life? It redefined my life. You see, when I was about 13 years old, my dad went bankrupt. Whole family went bankrupt. They came to our house. And I remember the day they took our house, both cars, and even my mom's jewelry, her wedding rings. We had gone from a life of luxury to nothing. But that nothingness produced, my dad was basically not around since I was 9. I remember him coaching my 9-year all-star baseball team. He was never around, but the divorce was final when I was 17. But at 13, God had big plans for my life and to provide father figures for me that I didn't know were coming. And one of those people, Gary O'Malley, he planted 2 seeds into my mind and 2 nuggets that I needed to know for my life. One was, you need to know what God's purpose for your life is, Curt, because you're unique and He has a purpose for you. So I want you to just ask Him to share that with you, reveal it to you, just pray about it, seek it. Find out how you're wired, what your passions are, and what your purpose is. And the second thing, he said, you need to have a quiet time. You need to start each day, and you need to be in charge of filling your gas tank up, because the world's going to fill it with crap. The world's going to fill it with its own stuff. Get up, wake up, get in God's Word, have prayer, read good books, be still and quiet, and you put into your life that day what's the good stuff. Because the people God's going to bring across your path, if you have good stuff to fill them up with and share with, that's how you become a leader and you create followers and you become a person of influence. Okay? Well, I didn't see how that could happen for me. I went to Georgia Tech, went to Emory, graduated from Georgia Tech, got a degree from Emory, went out and got a Bible degree. Never thought about entrepreneurship, just getting a degree so I could figure out how to make money. But God had plans for me, and it started with my wife. You know, Lori wanted to stay at home with our kids when we first got married. And when we had kids, she wanted to be prepared. And that's how this whole business started. And we started to make $1,000 a month. But this entrepreneurship that we got to enjoy, it redefined our life. It let us make a life, not just a living. As a matter of fact, I actually wrote a book called Make a Life. Right here, you see it? Make a Life, Not Just a Living. And that book is all about being able to make choices and being able to pursue God's purpose and calling and passion on your life versus everything you do, the time and your priorities and everything you do are behind creating a paycheck. No, I wanted to create a business that would be the funding source for me to have the life that we wanted to make and allow me to pursue the purpose God had for our life as a family and as an individual. So we began on this journey and we realized, yes, entrepreneurship provided amazing amounts of money. I mean, we've made more income than we ever dreamed of. I mean, never even thought this would become true. You kind of pinch yourself. And we've created that consistent, reliable, faithful income for our family. We're in the 3rd generation that's full-time in this business. We've got 4 generations that have found this product and have changed their family's health. But the one thing I want you to know is that when we got in this business, it was that time freedom, not the money freedom, the time freedom, the fact that we had choices that allowed me to write a couple books, that allowed me to be where my kids were and be present with them, that allowed me to serve in my church. It allowed me to serve on ministry boards and do the things that I felt like I was called to do. It was so freeing to wake up where the creation of a paycheck wasn't the primary focus. The primary focus was the people that came across my path that I could influence that day. In entrepreneurship, it takes something like entrepreneurship of you not depending on Big Brother, not depending on some kind of system to take care of you, but you seizing yours and your family's future, finding a vehicle, the right vehicle, the Juice Plus vehicle that lets you build a business that pays you tomorrow off what you did yesterday, pays you next week off what you did last week, pays you next decade off what you did last decade. You don't want to trade hours for dollars the rest of your life. And entrepreneurship can redefine your life so that you don't live a life of trading hours for dollars. It frees you up to be the person God's called you to be. It frees you up to be available for those that call on you at different seasons. It gives you margin in your life. And it creates that consistent, faithful, reliable income for you and your family. So in order for you to put forth the effort to make the sacrifices that I talked about in our previous video to go build this business, you need to realize how entrepreneurship can redefine your life. You need to see the prize of what it looks like to be able to make a life, not just a living. And that will drive you into finding this vehicle, getting behind the wheel and driving this vehicle to build that income for you and your family. I'm so excited for you, just like I was excited for Lori and I. We were a little bit excited the first 30 days, but once we saw this company and this product and how it unfolded, we saw how entrepreneurship, how business ownership was going to redirect our life. And it can do that for you too. We're so excited. Blessed to know you, blessed to be with you on this journey, and the best is yet to come.